we live or are we live? Ladies and gentlemen. Oh man, welcome back. Here we go. So if you are tuned in and watching this live, welcome to the stream, baby. Welcome to the stream. Quite a setup we got going on over here. So this is just going to be a little chill session. And we're going to take a look at what Bitcoin did, like the name of that podcast. So, hold on a second. Yeah, we're good. That looks perfect right there. Welcome to the stream. I'm ready to scream. Do you guys realize what is happening? Do you realize what is happening? If you don't realize it, I'll tell you. I'm celebrating a very special occasion. And I want to thank you. I want to thank all these awesome people right there. You see that shout out line? We are at 1,689 subscribers, guys. 689. Chat, you did it. I don't know what it is that you did, but you did something. That's 9 new subscribers, guys. Feel amazing. Welcome to Cryptopocalypse Now. It's only up from here, baby. We are doing this. We're doing this, and you're like in charge of the whole operation. I don't know who did what, but 9 new subscribers. We haven't had that many in years. Oh man, we're having some nuts. Today we're drinking some good evening tea. All right, today's price action. Let's talk about the price action. This is what we're here for. So once again, thank you to all the new subscribers, and especially the OGs, the current subscribers who have been there from day one and sort of like made this happen somehow. I just gotta fix this shout out. Is supposed to be like on top of everything, but it's there's like text that's overlapping it. So let's just move it up a little bit like this. Ooh, look at that. Yeah, I like that. Look how many of you. 1,689. So today is Friday, is where I'm at, right? I'm in a Friday zone, in the zone of all Fridays, and so unfortunately, it was a family kind of day here, and I was not able to take any of these opportunities home tonight. But I'm looking for a trade right now, since I got back not long ago, and I am ready to see if I can scrape the bottom of the barrel here and leave home with a little bit of gain. So let's do this together. Let's see what's going on over here. But as you can see, in the upper left corner of the screen, you see there's a little icon that's glowing right now. And what does it say? It says rewind. And you know why it says that? It's because we're going to be looking back like all the other gurus on Bitcoin's chart and talking about what happened. I think I gave you enough to work with over the last few weeks. in Discord. Amazing trade setups, but nothing for today. But today was like one of the biggest moves, it seems. This is insane. So let's take a look at this baby over here. Once again, guys, we did it. We did it, and we're doing it. We're continue. Oh my God, 1,689. That's a 9% increase. All right, so say hello to the new subscribers. I don't know who they are, but they're definitely not bots. This is organic stuff happening right there. 89, baby, up from 80. So it feels good. Bitcoin, what'd you do, Bitcoin? So today's open. Now I'm gonna check in our Discord because earlier this morning we had a little stream and I talked to those people who were able to join the stream about the upcoming sessions of DSR mastery class, basically. So if you were there, you kind of caught that, and I said I would record it. I did record it, but those people who were watching, they can confirm that I was having some issues with like PC slowdowns and microphone crackling. And so I have the recording. If you want, I'll send you the link, but it's like next to impossible to listen to. However, it was an intro sort of conversation. It wasn't really, let's get down and dirty and talk about strategy. It was more about the philosophy of being a trader outside of, charts, MarketSpy, and everything else. It was about diet, sexual energy retention. It was about relationships with people. It was about stress management and stuff like that, which, all these things you could probably find in self-help books. Maybe not exactly, because I tapped into the ancient methods of Taoism, which is, there's like some secret knowledge in there about what to do and what not to do. Well, not really what not to do, but just like what to do so that you end up not doing what you're not supposed to be doing. So it's great stuff. But anyways, that's what the conversation was all about, and we didn't really tap into DSR and what it does. Where's my buy order? I have like 4 Bitcoin worth sitting at my 107 level, right? It's like a 2x leverage position, but nevertheless quite significant, almost $500,000, and I'm expecting a super bounce from there. But it looks like we're advancing steadily towards that level, and so let's bring it back to the rewind. So today's open, my dear traders. I don't know what it is that you're doing, but when I jump back into Discord tonight after this stream, I better see some P&L cards because the main concept of DSR is that you're below pivot, and you see this yellow line? Pivot. Does that make sense, guys? What pivot is? You ever pivoted away from ideas, or just physically from a stop sign? You just pivot away from it. Pivot equals reversal. So if we're above pivot, we're looking for long setups on our intraday shorter time frame. Any opportunity to find support above pivot on smaller support levels like Ranger, we go up. When we break down and go below pivot, especially on open or close at the end of the session, we tend to follow in the direction of where the price is at pivot open. Magical, very simple stuff, right? You don't really need anything else. But I envy you if you were around these charts. Hey, come to the chat. Say hi. Say hi, chat. What are we talking about here? Yeah, I'm watching Kick right now. It's empty. YouTube, we got 3 viewers, guys. What's up? Say hello in the chat. And so Pivot Open brought you a little mumbo jumbo bundle over here where it was attempting to go up, and it broke down. And it broke down using not just a simple breakdown, but something that we have covered in recent times was the breakout setups on DSR's Ranger module. So volatility containment and then squeeze and expansion, that's a breakout below or above the pivot floor. So anywhere above the blue is going up. Anywhere below the orange is going down. I think it's color coded for, like, you know, special people. You know what I'm saying? So it's very easy to see where we are. And in the previous stream, I think we talked about the consensus super trend, which basically means that if we when we break out of it aggressively, when it's flatlined, let me just show this to you. When it's flatlined, this is not even this is not a flat line, it's a trend. But yeah, here it is. Yeah, we were trading right here. You see this? All right, this is the flat line super trend. And what it means is that, you know, volatility is dying off. We're flatlining, and we may have a couple of bounces away from it, but those are usually short opportunities, because if we're trending, we're trending. We're not, you know, we're not this prolonged. You know, you can just kind of eyeball it and be like, yeah, it's been going sideways for a little while and price is not rising. Makes sense? Price is not rising, indicators going sideways. They're not pushing anything, they're not supporting. So that's an indication there, because looking at the candlesticks, you can't really tell. There's an indication that there's no hunger in the market, like it is over here. These are cashews and almonds. So, and when we flatline, we break below the super trend. And if we break aggressively, we have an immediate guaranteed, statistically guaranteed reaction in the opposite direction. That's just the nature of the market, and that's how it reacts all the time. You can back test this, go back and check out pretty much any instrument that you can throw it on, and see that break, bounce, continuation, break, bounce, continuation, break, bounce, continuation. Sometimes it gets choppy, sometimes it's break, reversal, break again, reversal, break again, reversal. And that's where, if you're able to identify those zones, that is where you can make good money. And let me show you how that would look like in our case. And so yesterday I was basically short. Did I post a video about that? I think I had a loom recorded. Yeah, I dropped a loom in Discord. I have one view on that loom, 2. It's weak sauce. We don't need weak sauce. Got like 2 views on that thing. Anyways, so I was shorting it, and my assessment was 111,700 or something. And look, we landed right here, and from that level we kind of bounced back up. But this bounce happens at the end of the day. So at the end of your DSR session, your session is split into 3 opportunities. Start of the day, mid of the day, and the last supper of the day, the end of the day. You know what I mean? So when we start to rally at the end of the day, that doesn't make any sense. Reach out to Wall Street and tell them, guys, you ever start buying at the end of the day? Hey, institutions, you ever start like shopping like when the sun sets? No? Okay, so why am I buying? I don't know. So price goes up. This is to trap retail traders who don't have any framework, don't have any system, and they're just hopeful beings that are like, the bull run must continue. And so it goes up. And the new session begins, the new day. It consolidates over here, breaks the super trend, slowly, not aggressively. So no reaction to the upside, and then immediately starts to fall. Now you break your CPR level, you break your EMA ribbons, which everybody uses, You break your super trend over here, and next thing you know, if you study MarketSpy, CR keeps telling you, look for high probability levels. Directionally, that would be this thing. Go to your DSR settings over here and do what? And click high probability CPR levels and see what that is. And look, this is gonna disappear right now. Look, bam, bam. So you have your high probability here, you have your here. The least resistance is down here. And you don't look at levels, you don't look at like previous lows over here, you think there's support over here. Who does that? Rookies do that. They go back and they use price itself as support and resistance, which is kind of a little out there if you ask me. I don't know where they got the idea that that is an effective method of looking for support and resistance. But pivot levels know where that truly is. Pivot players make those levels with backing of some serious capital. And so we have a little bit of understanding now, and we're like, well, high probability is somewhere around in the zone, or more specifically, previous day's low. Now, as simple as that. So what is a high probability level? High probability level is previous day's high, number one, previous day's low, number two, and pivot open for today. And also previous day's pivot. Those are the three magnets. There's no more, there's nothing. And when we break any one of those lows or highs or pivots, we continue in that direction, because normal folks on TradingView would say, oh, price broke, and they name the price floor, and they say Bitcoin, its support is at, how do they know where that support is? Well, they're just looking at price. And so both cases, breakout is a breakout. The rest is timing and money management. But with a little bit of finessing here, management becomes an easy thing. Now, it's always easy to talk smack when we're trending. And today we were definitely trending down. Let me make sure I got my ladder. Ooh, yeah, it's gonna go down. 107, I told you about that level a month ago. Go back to my YouTube post, you naughty non-believer. Well, those who know, they know. I have to say it how it is. But anyways, my sole function here is to prepare you and call out levels, and there's a good track record here, so why not? And so then price goes down. Trailing step is just one more element. There's not really much going on. You're looking at this, you're like, oh my God, that's overwhelming. What are you talking about, bro? We have literally CPR, high residency, price pooling levels, high probability levels. We have our super trend consensus, which is heavily stacked with like 3 factors put together and presented to you in a simple line that tells you, hey, break this and down we go. But first we're gonna reverse a little bit so you can get a better entry. Use it as a stop loss. There's so many options here. You have your Ranger, break out of that continuation, and that's it. So Ranger works to the upside when you're above all possible baselines that you can find, and there's nothing, absolutely nothing above price, and there's everything below price. Your momentum indicators, your this and that, everything is just perky, looking up, 45-degree angle. Then you use DSR's Ranger to find these steps that you can climb to higher prices. And the opposite is true. When you reverse this chart, let's do it right now. How do we reverse this chart? Is it Alt-I? Yeah. Oh, now we have a bullish, like if the brain doesn't function to the downside, you're looking at this, you're like, CR just said nothing above price, everything below it, use Ranger as steps to climb higher to find entries. Oh wow, the upper Ranger level is kind of like, it can be used as a trailing stop. But what about trailing steps? Oh, we have alerts on DSR. Bam! Trailing step, ladies and gentlemen. We popped above it, we start trailing. We go ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta, we go up. We consolidate a little bit. There's a little break over here for those of you with quick fingers. And then bam, we go again, ta-ta-ta-ta-ta. We trail it. Everything is below price. Nothing is above price except some CPR levels, which when you have so much support from the moving average and you know, this is inverted, like the chart is inverted, but also this, if we flip this around, this is like bullish momentum, but obviously I'm just trying to make a point here. This is bearish momentum, but it just makes it easier to frame your mind in this manner because markets are all about investing and buying. Nobody thinks about selling. Everybody thinks about investing and buying. And so the mind is always up. And so your eyes are trained to always see price action and structure that points up. Flip the chart around and go short and trick your brain into thinking that it's super bullish, it's gonna go up. There is no way in hell price is gonna break all that mess below it. The path of least resistance is above. And so what happened today? We go, and then we start reversing over here for no reason, probably because momentum is oversold, and we have. There was a significant pop over here. I don't know what that was, but let's just say, when you have a breakout, the number one rule of thumb that all the OG traders of the markets will tell you is that whenever there's a breakout, there's a retest. Now imagine this is a baseline. It's the same absolute concept. It's just that the baseline is a microcosm of this macrocosm. And so when you have bullish or bearish momentum, price needs to retest. You have learned about triangles. When there's a pop, price needs to come back, retest, except triangles are, you know, if you don't really know what you're doing, you could be drawing them too soon, too early, without any context, thinking that there's a shape, but there isn't. And so it always seems like that concept doesn't work. It works. Triangles is an amazing concept, all right? You just have to not force them when the setup is not cooked. It's cooking, it's in progress, and you're already like taming it, containing it into your triangles. That doesn't work. But over here, this retest, I don't know, reversals do happen, and this is insane volatility. What was that like? This pop was, like 1%, right? Swept the liquidity, merely retested the breakout point, because price is ever curious and it's asking, is it really a breakout? Can I go back and see if people want me at this level? And people are like, nah, we don't want you at this price. This price is not attractive to buy, but it is attractive to sell, since the consensus here is that we're going down. And so we go down, and let me tell you, it'll keep going down. You think it's gonna stop soon? It's not gonna stop soon. So you better be getting your bids ready at 107 or even lower. Let's assess, because we always have to dynamically sort of shift our minds in understanding to what is. And this is sort of what I was talking about earlier today in our stream. So you didn't really miss much, because it was based on spiritual grounds and health topics and stuff like that. I was talking about how before you get to the charts and trading, you know, it's always a good idea to have a system that is fully operational in your social environment and your like health related environment and stuff like that. Drink more tea, you'll live longer. So, and there's nothing currently below price. It's a void. You know, there's a price discovery. They're looking for bids. This is not going to reverse anytime soon. We're entering a completely bearish territory here, and I have talked about this, made a video about this, and posted numerous screenshots. You will recognize this instantly, where I kind of, you remember this pop? This is when I started to feel extremely bearish. This pop right here, I've seen it before. It did the exact same thing. Now look at this wick. It rejected everything. This crystal ball that predicts the future. You see this red ball? All right, this ball here will stay below price for the foreseeable future. And if you're holding, you are so done. Of course, you can brush it off and say, it's okay. You know, I knew what I was doing. I was buying the top. This is going down. Like down. I called the bottom at 16K. And the previous top before that, when we were moving towards 16K on the FTX BS, before Luna happened, before all of that. So I'm just saying, take heed, my friend. Pay attention. This is not a joke. This is an algorithmic powerhouse. You see this? This is a weekly breakdown of Ranger Zone, extra thin CPR floor at when? At halfway through the point. And you know what else is halfway through the midpoint of the DSR system? This guy right here. This is a monthly chart. All right, you have your squiggly line over here, posting a head and shoulder setup coming to your town soon. And this is at half. If you don't know what that means, you need to open your DSR, indicate that you want your DSR to print CPR levels 140 periods back. Just add a 0 to your periods, so you can get a good sample of understanding there, and see what happens on whether it's the daily, the weekly, or the monthly. Well, the monthly we haven't really, but look what happens at those midpoints. Midpoint means half a year in. All right, we have about 6 months till Christmas. This is the rest of this green stuff. We got a rejection into the CPR ceiling, ladies and gentlemen. That has not happened before. This is going to be a violent, prolonged reaction off of that top. So if somebody's telling you over there, like Carl the Moon or whoever, oh, buy the dip, be quiet. Drink some tea, meditate on this quadrant right here. The 4 charts that I'm showing you right now. Let me zoom in so you can understand that this is a 5-minute time frame. You got 16% downside potential here, okay? 16%. So just aim to be ready. You know, even if I'm wrong, even if this somehow miraculously proves to be an edge case and doesn't do what it's supposed to do algorithmically, institutionally speaking, then I'll tell you for the first time ever in 5 years of streaming this nonsense that, sorry guys, I guess I was wrong. And it'll be okay, because guess what? We're trading USDT contracts, NASDAQ, we're trading whatever throughout the day on lower time frames, printing 1-2%, 1-2%, 1-2%, boom, lose 5%. That's okay, it happens. 1-2%, 1-2%, and we just keep on going. But in terms of directionality, and the reason I'm saying this is not because I'm urging you to go and short and go ham and make $1 million. You could bet your house on this short. You could. I'm not saying I don't need that personally. I like stability and steadiness in my progress as a trader. And so what I am saying is that any bounce that you see on this chart, and there will be many bounces, you can long and be strong and trade those throughout the day, because we're gonna have reversals regardless, like little pops in there, and just continue walking the line. But I guess if you're an investor, I'm sorry, but you're in deep waters, my friend. You're gonna hate me for this. You're not gonna believe me until it's too late. I'm having this deja vu from like years ago. Anyways, and I really appreciate the few people who actually listened, and they were like, holy smoke, CR, that was that was on point, and it saved me in my portfolio. And others are like, I should have listened, but I didn't when you were talking about the top. I just kept holding on to it, and you know what happened. That's what happened. Like that? Don't be that guy. Do not be that guy. So, and that's basically, dude, 1,689, let's go. Why did this, it shouldn't have. So the next thing is, so this is going to continue falling. You're looking at a $17,000 decline, easy in the next. It's not even going to be like by the end of the year. It's like it's around the corner. If people start freaking out right now, if my friends at Wall Street just see this stream, bam, sell. Don't worry. I'm privacy enabled. No one's gonna learn about this except you. Only you know so far. Welcome to the channel. This is Cryptopocalypse now. It's in the name. So this dump is gonna be vicious, but so will the bounce be. So the immediate bounce right here. Let's go shift over to weekly chart. Right over here. The weekly guys, can we is my chat live or is it dead? Anybody say anything? Where's the chat? Chat, I'm boycotting this progression right now. That's it. Chat, I want to see something. Say hello. You kidding me? We're celebrating 1,689. 9 subscribers up from 680. Price action, DSR, trade setups, directionality, fading, anything that goes up. Yo! There's so... Dude! I'm so sorry. You've been chatting the whole time? You've been chatting like the whole time, man. And it's not showing up on screen. Why is that? Let's look into it. Troubleshooting. I can't stand this. We need to have... Because I set it up in the most beautiful way ever so you can have whatever it is that you're expressing. So everybody... Come on, man. This is... Oh, my God. All right, maintenance time. We're taking a little break. Go have some cashews, some nuts. This is nuts, man. I'm so sorry, guys. Why am I bullying you so hard? I'm sorry. You know I love you. You've been like posting the whole time. It's incredible. Kicksters, we got 4 on Kick, 8 on YouTube. Are you kidding me? What am I talking about? Damn. Ow. Thank you guys. No, it's my fault. It's just it's not showing up. My little things over here. They're not showing up. Hold on a second. Mini chat. Okay. Oh, dude, this is my bad, man. It's connected now. what's happening over here, man? What's happening? Chat client, that's not connected. That's not good. Now we're connected. Man, I should have... I'm such a fool, man. Well, guys, what can I say? You're welcome. What can I say except you're welcome? All right, so where were we? Bear Stearns, right? Let's come back to these beautiful candlesticks. 66% on the candle. Translation for those of you who are not market spies. Candle in progress is at 66%. You will know the end result of the fallout here 44% later. All right. Now, because this is a weekly candle, that means we've got about 2 days. Oh yeah, it says right here, 2 days and 5 hours to go. Chat, we're back. Yeah, okay. All right. Hit the like. 3 ninjas, let's get 100 like ratio. Yes, trading comparison. You know what to do. 1,689. Share it with your friends. Save somebody's portfolio today. Subscribe and never worry again. Hey, this is awesome. So yeah, I can see the chat now. It's right there in the lower part of the screen. It's not. I don't know why. Man, my font is off. Something is always wrong with this. It's okay. But yeah, we got horizontal chat. The bottom. Look at that. Bam. 1,689, and that's not counting Kicksters. You guys are on Kick. You brought me up to like 20 subscribers from what was it, like 0 in a matter of days. And so what I need to do is bring your chats over to the screen, because right now it's not tracking it. It is not tracking it. I'm not even live on. Am I? I am. So Kick's. Oh, 21 followers on Kick. What can I say except I'm grateful and thank you. So, what was it? I was so hyper about this thing. Boom! You see that? ATR on the monthly, 15,679, is the same as taking the ruler, and the ruler is the most powerful tool that you have available to you on TradingView, believe it or not. If you want me to teach you some crazy tricks with like risk management using the ruler, trust me, none of the trend lines, none of that matters. I haven't touched the trend line in eons. When it clicked, and it's still clicking, you know, every day there's still something clicking. I'm not like this know-it-all guy, because markets always surprise me, you know, and it's no different. But I realize all you need is a ruler. When it comes to, like, if you have MarketSpy on your chart, you just need a ruler to manage the rest. And if I can figure that part out, how to basically do all that stuff automatically, so it can rule things out itself. Oh my God! What? No way! We just had somebody subscribe or donate or something. You heard it. I don't know what that was. If you donated, thank you so much. But I guess there's no on-screen reward of any kind. I'm still working on it. I wasn't expecting. I don't know. Or if you subscribed, I think somebody subscribed just now. And if that's the case, why is the number not changing? 1,689. Come on. was that sound? Where did it come from? I don't know, guys. I don't know. A lot's going on over here. Why am I hearing myself? Mute. Sorry about that. 6 Kicksters, welcome to the stream. Don't scream, because Bitcoin is about to beam. It's about to beam on you to the downside. But hey, just flip the chart upside down and go along if you like. I'm kind of late on the move over here. All right, ruler, that's another thing, right? So let's get over here. Look, so we're sitting at, currently, this is the high probability level on monthly. So we can expect, maybe, I don't know who would be interested in buying here, but we can expect a bounce here also. That's another thing, you know. And like I said, in order for us to flip bullish, that 118 level needs to be broken. It's going to immediately impulse up to 121. 121 gets broken, we're off to a new all-time high, because guess what? That's 121 level is right here on the green CPR ceiling. And CPR means you can resurrect Bitcoin back up if we all bid this level right now where it's sitting. So if it starts to bounce from here, I don't know. That means like some bankers are watching the stream secretly, because we're definitely growing in viewership over here, ladies and gentlemen. This is amazing. Kicksters, I've been watching your you're not saying anything, so I'm out of there. I'm back to YouTube. Back to YouTube, Kick. I'll be back on Kick later. So anyways, the immediate support, me bidding at any one of these levels right now is, that would be kind of silly. Seeing how we have immediate support on the Ranger and also an extremely thin CPR flow over here. So this candle is, give us some time. By Monday, maybe we might see some magic over the weekend. But it's if that magic to the downside happens over the weekend, all I know is that Monday, Tuesday, I am a buyer. I'm bidding, and this time maybe for like a multi-day to week duration trade, because that is going to be a significant level that's gonna like pause price in its tracks. And we might start. So you're going to see early fluctuations as people come to these realizations, and they're thinking even maybe now, maybe that's the equal low. See how price is like bouncing a little bit over here, that little nipple over here? Look at it. People are like, this is the equal low. And it hasn't even swept that low. And they're like, so they're front running. And all of this is being done so that you can get a better entry to the downside. Because I'm telling you, on pretty much all the time frames, we'd have to flip so many indicators, so many moving averages in order to turn bullish again, that it's gonna take time. And when I'm looking at these charts and I look at the monthly, I'm like, time is really not on our side to be flipping those levels. If anything, we're gonna be bumping heads with those levels and getting smacked back down again. Weekly time frame. So here's one particular situation on the super trend. Now this breakdown, this wrecking ball, price can actually reverse back to 113 and about there. It can actually go as high as 116 maybe once again, post like a double inverted head and shoulder. You know what I'm getting at, right? Like convince traders that this is now going to continue up. But this super trend here, I don't know, we can see a whole bunch of mess happening on the daily time frame, which can theoretically last 16 days till. So a new monthly candle is about to open in 2 days and 5 hours. You're trading the end of the month, basically. So expect some volatility for sure. So enough with the macro. My thoughts, it's pretty clear that I'm not a bull on the midterm sort of. Now the wrecking ball is still floating here, so lots of chop, lots of volatility. By no means are we crashing and not recovering. I'm just saying that we might see some significant sell-off, and then get your bids ready, baby. That's it. So let's go back to what was happening here on this time frame. And so, like I said, you have 3 opportunities throughout the day. Trading comparisons. Stay number 1. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. I'll hopefully get some rest. Get some rest. It's healthy. It's good. And so three levels of opportunity here. The beginning of the session, the middle of the session where you have violence and prolonged duration of directional moves, right? And then you have the end of the session. So right now you're at the bottom of the charts. Anything that goes up over here is an immediate fade. So even like during the stream, I'm probably looking for something that I can short into tomorrow, but it is the weekend. So what I'm expecting and what you should be expecting is so this side of the world is gonna go camping and everything. It's already started today. It's family time, all this, and so everybody just abandons the chart. So half of buyers are just basically not there, right? Traditional markets close and just liquidity dries up. And so there will be manipulations over the weekend where you're going to have these incredible reactive pumps, so to say, based on this momentum compression. So you might see some very aggressive upside potential here. But that's not really changing anything on those high time frames, and that's why I'm saying, I am personally looking for bids or maybe short opportunities from within it. Like this was a good one today. I could have easily shorted this, but we had that stream, and so. Yeah, nothing here. And then I logged off. I went away. This happened, and that's really good performance here. And this would have been a very easy short setup, and even a long setup over here too. Let me see if I can. Yeah, I mean, come on, look at this. This is like this little pop over here. You would have probably sold somewhere in the band, anyways. But. Back into the support zone over here. Wow. Stop loss. And even now, you had your, while we were streaming over here. See, I have to be looking on either the Armageddon or DSR, and I tend to choose one particular strategy and not overwhelm myself with other information. Because if I see if something is performing and I'm comfortable watching price react, Armageddon is obviously vastly superior to. Remember, DSR is referred to as the third opinion, okay, in our lingo. The third opinion is you bring that guy in to confirm whatever else is happening on the chart. And here you had a long opportunity, bam, you had a stop loss placement breakout over here, bam, you got your 1 hour take profit. Now, usually when we hit these blue pivots, we have violent reactions to the upside. So you can easily expect this to maybe now go up from here. And so very tight stop loss. I would normally do something like this, but I need a long wick, something like this, in order to protect my stop before I do anything. And we haven't had those to the long side. And so that just shows me that there is no demand. When wicks are this small, it's just non-reactive. It doesn't matter if it goes up, you're probably looking to short any bullish information. As you know, during bearish price action, anything that is bullish is a bullish signal is there to fail or for you to get into the best possible entry for a short continuation. And a short signal in a bearish momentum flow is a continuation signal telling you that, hey, no worries, it's going to keep spilling, right? And in the bull market, I have explained this before, you have your bullish signals, which are perfect continuation or entry signals, but the best entries are on bearish signals. For example, momentum reversals, it doesn't go all the way back down, boom, buyers come in and step in any tiny little dip. So as intraday players, we're not looking at deep levels. We cannot be trading smaller time frames by looking at those deep expansive levels and say that I'm waiting for price. It's almost like everyone is LARPing and talking about short time frames, but then when they post about levels, it's always like macro, because it's like, you know, it may or may not happen, and then by the time it happens, everyone's forgotten that you even said anything about that, you know. But everyone will remember whatever it is that you posted yesterday, because the results are immediate, and that's my shtick right here, baby. I like that. So there hasn't been a single setup posted yesterday or today from me personally, but I think you have plenty to work with. So I hope you like the new DSR rendition, and just look to fade price, but you are at half the day, and so the first session, the first half of the day. So I like to think of it as, this is the east side of the world, and this is the west side of the world, and this is the half side of the world. You understand what I'm saying? Wink. So, you know, it's a nose. Don't get any funny ideas. So you have your three basically opportunities. This is the Holy Trinity. One over here, one over here, and your job is to find a setup within these particular, and one coming up. It's either going to be here or whatever price does, maybe over here. So till the end of that session, we have 8 hours and 32 minutes. So for the next 8 hours, you know, if you guys are willing to stay up, if it's nighttime for you like it is for me, that's not something that I'm looking forward to, because I'd probably go in like with a little bit of leverage and strong conviction, right? So I can get in and exit like 300 points later and just make my 1% for the day, right? With like 2-4 Bitcoin worth of size, and just be done with it. But this is just not the time or the place for me to be doing that, because like I said, it's all about timing, and the two opportunities here I missed and have not had the time to participate today. But in the past few weeks or so, it was just like non-stop, bang, 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 trade setups everywhere. And I was mostly using ladders to catch ATR value. So if the ATR is 300 over here, I would basically ladder in on a specific level at 300 points, get picked up, immediate reversal on that same ATR 300 points, and I just sell and pay my dues, pay my fees, and that is it. So people on Kick are like, but we like gambling. This channel is not about gambling. We don't have the attention span to watch all this. We're gonna sign off and go join where the action is. Right? What is up, YouTube? My normal people, adequate professional traders that are interested in the meat of the market. And the meat is this. Gonna be a slow day. I do have another trip tomorrow, so but I will I think it's better if we do the DSR education modules on the weekends inside of our Discord. If you haven't joined our Discord, link it in the description below. I'm probably talking to my own traders here. If you're new, welcome enough. What was that? Was that a subscription? Was that a follow? What did I just hear? I heard like some tribal drums. I don't even know what is set up here. I did it. But thank you for subscribing or donating or liking the video or something just happened. Whatever you did, I bow to you, my friend. You're a great human being with a lot of soul and heart. Thank you for subscribing, donating or liking. Not sure which one it was. But next time I'm gonna have these alerts come on our screen so that everybody knows. Everyone knows that. I'll move this over here. So here are my thoughts. Like, bearish as hell, and there's nothing you can do about that until MarketSpy flips, which it will not. I'm telling you, you're. Oh man. Listen, I don't want to be excited at the expense of portfolios, but it's always a good feeling when. Yeah, no, this is bad. This is not right. You shouldn't be proud of your edge or anything like that. It's just that it's really sad, actually. You know, that markets are kind of simple in a way because it's all behavioral, and we need to spend more time on other aspects of our lives as traders outside of just practicing charts or learning indicators or anything like that. It's you know. So tomorrow I'm going to do the technical analysis, but for those of you who do want to see the video that I recorded this morning, like I said, it's barely, there's like crackles and everything. Computer was like melting, and there was too much going on. It was my first time using Loom as I was also streaming to Discord, as I was recording it on two different screens, and I have 5 of them connected here. And so I think I overwhelmed the system, and but like I said, it wasn't really anything to do with the actual how-to hands-on DSR. But I think you can figure it out. So for now, right now, in terms of bidding, S4 level is almost there, and with this bearish momentum, I would say that we're going to tap it tonight, and that is probably as far as we go for this session, because just by looking at what remains here, 8 hours, this window is enough for us to spend 8 hours chopping, going down, tapping this level. But in terms of, are we going to have a breakout of this level? I don't think so. I don't think we're going to have a breakout. I think that's the final destination for today's session, because it's very rare when Bitcoin goes from pivot open and actually breaks out of S1, goes to S2 as it should. Usually it doesn't because of market funkiness, right? But it goes to S2. Like the playbook is, you break S1, you go to S2, S3, S4, and that's it. And then you stop, and that usually takes a whole day. And so what I'm seeing here is that it's taken us a whole day, and so I think we're gonna see some slowing down on momentum, and I don't see any bids ready. I'm definitely not crazy to be shorting. What? Bam! There it is. There it is. I can't believe that actually worked. So I think whoever followed us on Twitch, that was a, oh man, 168. Why is it still 8.9? Maybe it needs time to update, but I heard it was real time. Man, it's broken again. It is broken. 1689. It's like, why is it not updating? Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for subscribing and welcome to Cryptopocalypse Now. Your go-to for all things market strategies. Doesn't matter if it's crypto or not, by the way. I'm not crypto exclusive over here. I trade all kinds of things. And so, it's the same story everywhere, isn't it? It sure is. This guy is a pivot over here. Oh man, NASDAQ, what are you doing? You're dumping, that's what you're doing. This guy's not reversing. This is going down too. So, Bitcoin is... No, I don't know. I don't think so. There's nothing. We're floating in the middle of nowhere. Everything that you see here is supposed to be a fade to the downside, but I like I said, we're about to slow down. We're sitting on the S3. I mean, you can put a stop loss right here. Let's bump it. I'll sacrifice my account for you. So 108, is that the bottom? Why are you making me do this, man? Why are you making me do this? I mean, we're just floating in the middle there. No long wick. This is bad. Don't do this at home, kids. Nah, man, I'm not doing this. I don't want to lose $500 for your entertainment. Get me some subscribers over here and I'll start doing live trades on speculative moves like this. I have no confirmation, so I'm not touching it. A little bump, he says. Can we do a little bump? 1% bump? Let's wait. Relax. Man. Hey, maybe it goes up. Who knows? I just don't like to spend. I like to have my baselines, all my soup from the indicators from below price to create a cushion, right? And then I'm confident. But like this, longing it when it's clearly going down, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know about that. Yeah, this is not looking good, and the sentiment right now is it's pretty broken. The spirits of the traders is broken. So these are my thoughts on Bitcoin. We're bidding much lower tomorrow, or if it goes up, I'll do a continuation trade depending on how it performs in the next 8 hours. But right now we're still floating. This is S3 support. And we've closed below it, and all the baselines and everything is above, so I don't really see a long side entry. And the one thing about longs is that when the dumping slows down, longs they take time, and they're not as crazy. There's like a little bit of predictability there. This is way too late for me, so I'm definitely not short here. But I am looking at my 107 level, which we're going to hit soon, hopefully. The last time we came close but didn't quite make it. This time I think victory is ours. And so then I could just go ahead and say, bang! We just hit 107, ladies and gentlemen. And that was posted on YouTube like weeks ago. kept talking about it. Like when we were sitting at like 116. Are you kidding me? So we made it all the way here. We might as well go and tap it soon. And as soon as we do, I'm bidding because I feel like that there might be some support found over there. You know. But this might pop. So good luck with that. I am going to go have a little nap. Kicksters, thank you for following. Thank you for subscribing. You brought this up to, what is it now? What are we at? 1689 subscribers, which is insane. As soon as we did the, not the marathon, but like the road to 2,000 subs, got like 9 supporters out of nowhere. So a bit more, we're almost there. Just 400 more lost souls that we need to bring over to the fam, you know, save a few more portfolios out there. And then we're on the way to 2,000, which is way overdue. I need it now. Never cared before, but now is the time. Stay hydrated, never liquidated. I'll see you guys in the next stream and tomorrow for the DSR session in our Discord. And I'm out. There's no merch. Why do I have this? There's only one person in the world.